So what if I told you that there's a new fest that is happening? Stewart Fest.
I mean, I'd be down. I'm down to fest, you know.
And it's happening tomorrow.
Okay, I mean, I'll probably be there if it...
Most Ohio University students seem to have one thing in common, and that's the love to party. Fest season has long been a tradition, but when was the last time a new fest was created?
April 2nd, 2022 was a monumental day in Ohio University history. OU students came together, and therefore the birth of Stewart Fest happened.
My co-reporter Hannah Campbell and I talked to the creator and organizer of the 2022 Stewart Fest to see why she took the initiative to add a new fest.
Hi, I'm here at the first ever Stewart Fest with Michaela Rochelle and her housemate,
Liz Williams.
Awesome. So how does it feel being the first organizers of Stewart Fest and starting this event off?
It's pretty exciting. I mean, I'm just excited to see people come out. We're ready to party, so.
I'm super excited because we missed out on 2 years of fest season, so we're just like getting more people out and ready to party, yeah. Absolutely.
And why did you initially want to start Stewart Fest?
More fests.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't just one house on Stewart Street that was ready to embrace this new fest. There was another house looking to also help pump up the street.
Well, so actually people came around with flyers and they were posted on a door with a barcode, and it took you to like a Google Docs and just looked like a questionnaire. We just filled it out and it's happening now.
What was your thought process with that? Did you have any hesitation to throw in a party or anything, or were you just all in right away?
I think we were all in. You know, we haven't had fest season in a while. I think everybody's pretty anxious to get going and ready to get it after.
The first ever Stewart Fest kicked off around 10 a.m., and the first hour was just as slow as Ohio deciding to fully embrace warmer weather. DJ Zigo was happy to play at the event and shared with us how he heard about Stewart Fest.
So, the only reason I heard about it was just from talk of friends and whatnot, and I didn't really think it was going to happen until the people over here that I was good buddies with asked me to DJ over here. And I was like, oh yeah, for sure. So I started promoting it just like to a whole bunch of other close friends. I work with Brick Life, so I just like posted it on Brick Life. Well, I didn't post it, I just sent it to one of the other graphic designers to be like, hey, can you post this for me real quick and all that? And yeah, that's about it.
Stewart Fest attracted around 50 people between the two houses that held parties. Although not as rowdy as Miller High Fest, and despite the low turnout, Stewart Fest still attracted the cops.
I really enjoyed it. I came here this morning with one of my good friends. We're just having a lot of fun.
Has it lived up to your expectations?
Yeah, absolutely. Like beyond it, really.
As you can see, everybody over here is showing up for Stewart Fest. Yo, what's up? Exactly.
Both Michaela and Liz were not just excited for how the first Stewart Fest would go, but also the potentially bright future that Stewart Fest could hold.
You know, I think this year people will kind of get aware of it. And then hopefully in the future people will be like, oh, let's do this. So yeah, you know, I guess I'm just excited to see how today goes. But in the future that would be pretty sick.
We got like a perfect location. We're right off Mill. I mean, they have Mill Iron, they have Palmer, so we're like a generalized location. I think it'll get more people on the streets, and yeah.
Any expectations for today? Do you think this is going to become a crazy event?
I think it'll stay pretty chill. I don't think it'll be, I don't know, we're hoping for the best.
Although not the biggest success on paper, the story of starting a fest that may potentially attract hundreds and maybe thousands of Bobcats in the future is an important one for both Michaela and Liz. For Hannah Campbell and Donovan Hunt, I'm Cole Patterson, reporting for The Post.